Good everyone. My name is Balogun Moaz Adeleye. I'm the founder of BuildTracker. So BuildTracker is basically a software for managing projects. So BuildTracker basically comes with a lot of features. One of the features is it's a multi-organization. It has multi-organization. You can create multiple projects. You can manage your tasks. You can invite team members. You can manage your documents. You can get reports very fast. We also have a real-time dashboard. So we have a lot of features on BuildTracker. So let's just dive into the app. So I'm currently signed in. So when you sign in, you get this beautiful dashboard. So it is multi-tenant in a way whereby you can just toggle into various projects. So I have a particular project here. I can toggle into the paystack project. I have an entirely different view. I can also choose to create a new project. So let's give this one project. Let's say this one is project 1. So project 1. So I can choose the type of project that it is. Okay, it's a software project. It does not have a description. So I can create a project. So immediately I create that project, everything reloads and I can go into that particular project. So you can see project 1. You can see I currently have a beautiful dashboard. So one of the features that BuildTracker has is that you can assign tasks to team members. So if you come to this task, because I currently have some team members, so I can come to this task. So you have various views for various people, depends on the one that you are familiar with. So you have the Kanban charts, whereby this one is basically for drag and drop. You can basically drag and drop items. So you have the list view, whereby if you are familiar with this list, you can have a list. So you have the board, if you are familiar with using the board. So another interesting feature, you have the calendar, you have the timeline. So this calendar is basically like Google Calendar, whereby you can also pull down to see the tasks you have on a particular day. So we have the calendar view. So apart from that, we also have the Gantt chart view. So this Gantt chart is basically for you to monitor when a task starts and when it ends. So let's see the task that we have. You can see we have a particular task that starts from November 4 and ends at November 17. So we also have that feature built into it, so we can monitor those ones. So we also have the ticketing numbers, whereby a particular task can have a ticket. So apart from that one, another feature we have is the teams, whereby you can invite members. So I can just enter the person's name, the person's email, the person's phone number, give the person a job role or description, add a status to it, give the person a role. So we basically have three roles on the system. We have the owner. The owner is the person that created that particular project. We also have admins. We also have members. So that is that we can basically add someone to it. So the person is going to receive a notification, so the person can join the app and start collaborating with us. So we also have a particular tab. We call it the wiki tab. So this is basically for us to add attachments. So I can enter a name. Let's say for instance, the name of this one is documents 1. So I can give it a description. Document, sorry. So I can give the description. Document 1 is okay. Here's document 1 is good. Let's give it a document. You can also select the category. Let's say for instance a technical document, so we can select the category. We can say whether the document is a public document or a private document. Whereas maybe I want someone to see it, I don't want this particular person to see it, so it's a public document. So let's change to a private document. So I can also attach an attachment here. So let's attach this particular attachment here. So let's open this one. So you can see our attachment is currently completed, so we can add that particular document to the workspace. So you can see I have a preview of it, so I have an idea of what particular document that document is. So another feature we have is the integrations, whereby you can be working on in a company whereby you have like various links. You can have multiple WhatsApp channels or multiple Figma files that you are working on, or let's say different design documents, or let's say you want to link it to your Google Workspace. You can just come here, add a custom link, choose a particular icon that represents that particular link. So let me choose Google Drive. So when I click on Google Drive, I can enter. So I have a suggestion here, Google Drive. So let me give you some Google Drive 1 or so. So I can enter a URL. So let me just give this one this URL, this dummy URL. I can give it a category. So I'm giving this one a category of development. So when I give it, I can also enter a description, but I'm not. Description is optional. Don't let me. Okay, let me give it a description so I can add that link. So I've basically added that link. So when I click on this particular link, it takes me to that particular page. So that's one of the features we currently have on BuildTracker. We also have another feature whereby we call that feature logs. So logs is basically to find out what have been happening on the system. So this one is basically for like admin use, whereby you can track or see particular activity. Let's say for instance someone added a document, you can say I added an integration added by the particular person. You can have that one here. So we also have the wiki, we have tax status change. So when I was changing tax, so I have all those ones here. So another feature we have is that we also have the report and analysis, whereby I can get instant report about my software. So I can choose to export the report. So I can check reports for like last 7 days. So this is the report I have for last 7 days. So I can export the report. When I export the report, I'm going to get the report. So let me choose export as a PDF. So I get the report as a PDF. So the PDF is being downloaded here. So I have like the total tax I have, the completed tax, overdue tax, the team members, documents. We have the team members. We also have a lot on the report. So that is basically that on that. We can also get that in a CSV format. So another feature I forgot to mention was that, I forgot to mention this import feature. So BuildTracker is built in a way whereby you can actually migrate from a existing project management software that you currently use if they allow you to export CSV. So if you are working with Microsoft project, you can basically come here, so upload your CSV file. It then maps it to BuildTracker schema. Then you can have your projects in BuildTracker. So let's say for instance you are tired of the expenses you get on a Microsoft project, you can just bring it to this particular software, then dump it. So that's part of the features that we have. So you also have like search features whereby you can boil down to see a particular status. You have those ones. So another one is the tax creation. So I can basically create a tax. So because we are doing a demo, let me give this one a tax name of test 1 2 3. So test 1 2 3, let's give it a number. So we have the rich text editor here. Test, we can give this, let's say, okay, testing finished. So we can also give it a timeline. So I'm giving us on the timeline of let me choose 12 a.m. today, and the dates whereby that activity is going to get due is on Friday. So Friday 12 a.m. also. So I can also attach an attachment to it. So let me use this attachment I downloaded recently. So the attachment has been uploaded successfully, so I can just create the tax. So when I create the tax, it automatically gets a ticket number. So we have this one here. So you can see so you can see this one is ticket 1 2 3. So we have the tax here. So I can choose to look at this particular tax. I can edit it and say I want to change the status. So you can see the attachments that we added to it. So another thing is that we can also comment on tax, add attachments, do things like that. We can also edit this particular tax. Let's say for instance we want to turn this particular tax to low, or we want to assign it to someone else. We can do that one. So when we do that, the person is going to get an email. So we can just save our changes. So we can also delete tags, do a lot of things. So that is basically what BuildTracker does. So the system, we've just been building this one. This is currently the 2nd month, but we hope to extend the functionalities. But the aim is to make project management very, very simple using the project management software. The aim is to make it very simple to use. So good day everyone.